We're a couple of days away from completing the ZOW project that I dropped 30 million credits on a couple of months back now, but we are almost there, and one of the ships that we need to play for the last segment is the Smal land, and it gives me an opportunity to go back and play ships that I haven't played in a while or don't play in a regular basis. And the great thing about having individual ship statistics now is that you can see if you can set yourself a new personal record, be it for damage or for base XP, but in this case it is for both. Now I played a little bit selfish on this one because I was trying a slightly different build. Instead of radar, I was running heals, and I think it's Conrad Helfrich that I was running on it. So I was basically just going for spotting and torpedoes and hoping to the Lord God himself that I did not get bumped by a destroyer and focused down in the opening minutes of the game. But I'm going to use my speed and agility to get in on this cab, wait and see if I can get contested, and then make a decision on what I'm going to do after that. I'm expecting that one of the three red team destroyers is going to come this way, and as we lose our first ship of the game. But it doesn't look like they have, so I'm going to risk it for a biscuit, and I'm going to push through because there's a lot of big battleships out here. We currently control 2 caps, and that's going to give us the advantage even though we've left a ship. Even though we have lost a ship. Now I'm also running the maximum torpedo reload on this, which means I lose a bit of range, and that's kind of something that I might change back, because the extra range on these torpedoes is certainly something that keeps red team on their toes. There's only a few points in it, but as I said, holding 2 capture points is going to give us the advantage. Now the worst thing about these torpedoes is that they do not hit very hard. They are very fast, but they don't do a lot of damage. These guys out here know that there's a destroyer on their tail, and we are going to play and position to try and keep pushing these guys around the map and not letting them feel safe out here on a flank, either to keep pushing them wider or basically herd them through the capture point to where our team can get guns on them and catch them on a broadside, because they know that they need to keep sailing away from a destroyer. So we're playing psychological games here with red team. They've brought all their big heavy ships this way, thinking that it's going to give them basically an advantage as far as the number of guns and the amount of hit points that they have available to them. But we are going to keep spamming these torps out there. It's about a 60-second reload we've got on these, and that sort of Russia managed to somehow to squeeze himself between those torpedoes, even though it's a very narrow gap. Another thing about the Smal land is you've got a set of 5 and a set of 3, which may seem a little bit confusing why they don't have 5 and 5 or 3 and 3 or even 4 and 4. You know, it's a bit of an unusual setup. But we do manage to land one on that battleship there. The Colombo is pushing through. The Rossiah is pushing through as well, and we're going to keep herding them and see if we can get onto this cap behind them. Now, running into this cap behind them might force some of these guys to turn around and come back towards me. The Rossiah is heading straight for an island, and I'm going to put the torpedoes out towards him again. I don't know why he's doing that, but hey, we'll let him do it. We'll let him run face first into an island, and there is the Musashi. We get a torpedo and a flood on the Christopher Colombo. We miss the Rossiah again. That guy has more jam than Hartley's. He does indeed have the look of the devil. We are on the cap, or we are pushing for the cap behind these guys. We're playing on the limit of detection. If I can keep chasing them away, then we're going to force them face first into blue team. There are still a lot of damage points to be had out there. We're on 81,000. We've got a solo cap. We've got 10 torp hits. We've got some floods. But we don't have a kill yet. And it's hard at high tier to literally kill a ship outright with these torpedoes. I don't remember the exact yield on them, but this Masashi is going himself to turn face first into that island to avoid the second salvo of torpedoes. That has got him stuck in reverse. So we are waiting for this reload, and we're going to see if we can potentially pick up some more torpedo hits on that guy. He's also damage controlled, so a fire would help on this guy as well. We're up to 114,000 damage, and that is the end of him. 4 torpedo hits, 2 flood, our first kill of the game, but I completely missed the fact that there is a Napoli out here as well, and that is bad news for me because he chunks me. I have to pop my heel, but we do get lucky with some fire from the team and a couple of gunshots from ourselves to take out that Napoli. And let me just say, that was pucker factor 100 right there. Now with red team pushing into Bravo cap, they've been herded around the outside of the map, round and into Bravo, which means that I can push back into Alpha cap. But I'm figuring we've got this on points basically. I could have taken a heck of a lot more XP had I sailed into Alpha cap there, but that would have taken me out of the game for a minute. We're almost up to 900 points, and I was thinking it's pretty much over, and this GK has a lot of hit points left on him, and I've got torpedoes up, so let's get those out there. We could potentially break 200,000 damage here, but everybody is absolutely piling onto that GK. I'm watching my torpedoes run in. I'm thinking, oh, okay, are we going to get 30,000? Are we going to get 20,000? Are we going to get... Oh no, look, I think that's a Wami torpedoes, and then he gets shot through the face by the Rossaya. So I just watched probably 60-70,000 hit points disappear there. Unfortunate. It could have been a 200k game, but we're going to click up onto 1,000 points or take the kill on this last ship, and that is going to be game over for red team. We take the victory. It's a new personal best on damage of 155,653 with 2 kills, a single cap, a lot of torpedo hits, and we finish on just over 2,900 base XP. That cap would have pushed me over 3,000, I'm quite sure, but GG's to the Rossaya at the top, who did break 3,000 base XP on his game. So I hope you like that one. Let me know which ships you are looking at playing to try and increase your personal bests on down there in the comments. Don't forget, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as always, and if you see me in game, please do drop me a message and say hello. Until next time, take care and goodbye.